I am almost in the size of clothes I want to be in. And in less than 20 more pounds, I will be there, but not at my desired weight. Even though I know if I get to my desired weight, I will be smaller than I actually want to be. How do I approach this? What makes you happier? Once we clear up the health problems, right? We've cleared the health problems up. We've hopefully cleared a lot of the health problems up. Maybe it was just something as simple as low energy or low self-esteem, low self-confidence, but you've overcome that. You've done tremendous. Now, what would make you happy? To be below, even lower? Think about that. You have to visualize that and really think about it. It's a good problem to have, isn't it? I don't think it's a crazy question, but it is a good problem. That's the kind of problem we all want. So let's read that again for everybody. I'm in my almost where I want to be with my clothes, but I need to lose 20 more pounds to reach my desired weight. Sounds like your goal has changed some, and that's okay. Maybe we should refocus on being more fit, more physically fit, and not put so much emphasis on dropping more weight. My goals change all the time too. What I first established as a goal changed with time, but that goal got me started. That goal got me moving, got me working, but it changed, it evolved. I would just ask myself, when you're in your prayer closet, it's just you and God, no one else, no interference. I would ask myself, Teresa, where do I believe I'll be? Where do I believe I'll be the happiest? And then that's what I would do. That's where I would go. It's a good problem to have. Congratulations. Have 24 people now that are interested in starting a support group until I mention a program to sign up for. Even for free, they are reluctant. Any suggestions how to overcome their hesitancy? You can't really overcome hesitancy with free. You can't. Maybe you should tell them it's $1,000. They may be more interested then. Sometimes people are more interested if they have more skin in the game or will value something more. But no, I'm just kidding about all that. Let's relook at your situation. You have 24 people that say that they're interested, but they're hesitant, even if it's free. They're really not ready to lose weight, are they? A lot of people say a lot of things. A lot of people say a lot of things. It takes more than just interest to lose weight. You have to be ready. It sounds like they're ready. You have to be able. Sounds like they're able. But you also have to be willing. The flesh is weak. The spirit is willing. So the only thing you can do, Lisa, is the same thing that I do every day. And I know it can be discouraging. I have people that blow my phone up and blow my inbox up every single day of every single week of every single month. And we talk and we talk and we talk and we talk and we talk. For every 100 people that I talk to over and over, answering their questions, we might get 3 people sign up. Don't mean to discourage you. That's why I tell people all the time, if we're doing this for a career to make money, we chose the wrong career. This is a calling, and I know you didn't. I'm just speaking to everyone. This is a calling, and we're trying to help those that are willing and wanting. You can't talk people into losing weight. You can't. I've been trying for 20 years. You can't. Either they're ready, willing, and able, or they're not. And you have to be able to respectfully, I don't mean this in a mean way, shake the dust from your feet and keep on living your lifestyle in front of them. And then over time, one by one, it's not that you're going to lose them all. One by one, they'll go, okay, now I'm ready. I've been watching you do this. You seem healthier. You seem happier. Lisa, I'm ready to do this. But until they're ready, there's nothing I can do to help overcome that. If I had the magic, I would tell you, I've been trying to do that, sis, for what, Sasha, 20 years?
Yeah.
Talk people into it. You're just fighting an uphill battle. They either want to do it or they don't. It's just how it is. I literally have to shake the dust from my feet daily.
Yeah, you may have already said something similar to this, but with if they're wanting to have a support group, what does that look like? Is that a support Facebook group or is that an in-person? Because I know you were trying to do an in-person group, and I would suggest that you just go ahead and do it because they are looking for something. And many times when people have started these support groups, once they get in there, I mean, they're looking for support for what? Because they obviously can't do can't do anything unless they join something. So, but once they get in there and you start talking, and maybe you or maybe you have a couple of other people, maybe you just show them the website stuff. But I really think that once people can see and they start to, like Travis is saying, see and watch you, and if you're in there together, even if it takes 3 or 4 meetings, then they'll buy into it, and they will have to sign up because they will want that to know how to get the recipes and how to get the food libraries and stuff. So I think if you've got people that want to get together for a support group, then get them together, go for it, because they're opening the door for you. And even if they don't sign up today, I think that when you present the program and you present it, they have no choice but to because I think that people, when they're ready, they want to know more. And if they're not, that's okay. You can say, guess what, I did this for 4 weeks for free, and now I don't, now you got to go. But I really believe that people will start to want to be part of it. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yay, Penny, I saw your post too. That's awesome. In Cartersville, there's one in Cartersville, and then Kim's got the one in Ackworth, and then there's one where Lisa lives, and I can't remember where you're at, Lisa, right off the top of my head. I know it's north, I think. And then there's another one I saw, Rome. I think there's gonna be one in Rome and in Dalton soon too. So pretty cool.
Yep. Yep. I think Sasha's right. You just have to, hopefully out of that group of 20 plus, you've got 1 or 2 that'll actually come to the meeting, and then it won't be just you being a force for good. It'll be them also, because y'all will be excited. And then, it's not the right thing, but people, then FOMO takes over. If you get 2 or 3 ladies together and then they're buzzing about it too, FOMO takes over. People are like, I don't want to be left behind. But God bless you for getting it going. That's the hardest part, is to try to get momentum and get something going. Do not say that you'll do it for 6 months or anything like that. We've learned the hard way. Just say, we're going to do it for a month, or whatever. And hopefully some of them will get ready to do it. Hemp flakes, can we discuss them for a minute? Portion, options, health benefits, Penny, all of that is in the library, just in case something I say doesn't come through too clear. It's all in the library, and it should be explained with good descriptions. Hemp flakes are a category 1 and 2. They can be used as a condiment, up to 50 calories on any properly combined meal. As well, they can be used as your total protein replacement. If you're a vegan, these are exceptional for our vegans who won't eat meat, don't eat meat, and they want to add hemp flakes and have a vegan meal or live a vegan lifestyle or whatever the case may be. In that case, if there's no other protein source on the plate, 3 to 5 tablespoons works phenomenally well. Hemp flakes are better for weight loss. Hemp hearts, the inside of the hemp seed, is better for overall wellness. They work the same way, up to 50 calories as a condiment on any meal. 3 to 5 tablespoons of hemp hearts can replace your protein too. If you want to replace protein, meat-based protein, with plant-based protein. They're exceptional. I suspect they're the healthiest plant-based food on the planet Earth. And that's how we use those. We don't want to just add them to any meal for the sake of adding them. Any food, even those foods that are good for us, that contain calories, if we're just adding them to be adding them, then it can prevent weight loss. So I know a lot of people that believe in the nutritional content of them for wellness benefits, add them to everything. Problem with that is we're trying to lose weight, then we're adding calories that aren't going to now come from our stored fat. There's no food that we should just be adding for the sake of adding. None, if we're overweight, none of the foods that we add for the sake of adding, I'll explain what I mean. None of the foods, no matter how good they are for you, added just for the sake of adding, are going to help you if your goal is to lose weight. Every meal, we're trying to take in the least amount of calories with the highest nutrient density so that we preserve muscle. So if I have a grilled chicken salad, and if I'm thinking by adding a tablespoon of hemp hearts that I'm going to speed up the weight loss, I am incorrect. I've already got my protein. I've already got my fiber. I've already got my carbohydrate. I don't want to add just for the sake of adding, because I'm trying to operate in a calorie deficit so that I can lose efficient amounts of fat while preserving my muscle. Now, let's say that I'm constipated. I went 2 days without a bowel movement. Then maybe we sacrifice some weight loss results and add some hemp hearts to our grilled chicken salad in order to promote regularity. So that's why we teach situational, goal-oriented nutrition. We teach situation, goal-oriented nutrition based on your situation. So just don't go adding them to everything or just anything. Be careful with any of the foods that you're thinking, hey, chia seed, flaxseed, they're all healthy for me, so let me add them to everything. Well, they have a lot of calories. That could be the very thing that's holding someone back, is adding additional calories where they are not needed. Now, if I have a salad and no protein on that salad, then that's not good. Maybe I want to add those hemp hearts. That's a good time, good reason to add them. Maybe I prefer the hemp hearts over chicken breast. So instead of having 4 ounces of chicken breast, I have 2 ounces of chicken breast and 2 ounces of hemp hearts. That's a good idea. Just be careful how you use them. Down 21 pounds since May the 26th. Good job, Lisa. Fantastic. Fantastic. Welcome to the work of trying to help people. Leading by example. All right, we are starting our class now. This is Travis, this is Sasha, this is Tammy. We host these Monday through Saturday at 10:30 a.m. We want everybody to go through their fast track videos. If there's anyone here that doesn't know where to locate that, let it be known now, and we'll show you. But we all want to start with the same foundation. A thing that begins right will end right. So we want to go through our fast track videos, take the test, pass the test, earn the badge. And then we can move forward and begin to personalize the program. You bring all of your questions here. There's no need to ever operate in frustration. There's not a reason to do that. We are live with you every single day except for Sunday and sometimes on Sunday, so that we can keep you moving forward and keep frustrations low. So yes, bring those nutrition questions, behavior modification questions. We do try to keep these sessions beginner level, maybe a little bit intermediate at times, because we have other classes for the more advanced stuff, and that's the partner classes. So we try to keep these classes based upon the foundational material, but ask away, ask anything, and we'll keep you moving forward without you getting frustrated. Amanda, I purchased it, the Advocare 10-day detox. I read the booklets they gave, but I want to eat on the shield. Don't use their nutrition. Don't use their nutrition program. Would it be okay if I do the WOW for the Bella Bell Pepper? Yes. Those are good WOW challenges to do with your detox kit. You'll get great results if you use Bella the Bell Pepper WOW challenges with your detox kit, for sure. Good question. Stacy, I don't remember who it was on Friday that said TVP at Ingles, but thank you. I was able to get it. Good job. TVP, textured vegetable protein, especially if you get it from Bob's Red Mill, good quality. You don't have the genetic modification of it like you do in some. But TVP, if you grind it up into flour, makes for a good like cornmeal texture. So hope you enjoy that. Fantastic with okra and shrimp, and when you want a little more crunch in your breading. Yeah, good stuff, everybody. All right, we've got a lesson. Is there any questions before we get started with the lessons? Any comments from Sasha or Tammy before we get going? Happy
Tammy,
juice.
I don't know if you saw, I know you're having computer problems, but I had sent you some of the achievements over the weekend, and I'm going to pull them up because I don't know, you may not have been able to see them because I know you're having some computer problems. So let me go see what we got. If we can just run through these real quick, but there are a lot of them, Travis. So over the weekend, we had 6 people earned a 10-pound badge. So that's Bonnie Mullet, Beth King, Maria Williams, Debbie Parker, Betty Youngblood, and Roxanne Jones. Congratulations to y'all. That's earned just over the weekend. So the 25-pound badge, Terry Hill, Brooke Howard, Selena Lemons, and Karen Willis. A 50-pound badge earners were Kelly Campbell, Jennifer Knight, and 10% shirts were earned by Janice Chansey and Jan Butler. Janice, congratulations. I know she's in a group with oh gosh, I didn't meet her yet. I haven't met Janice yet, but I hope to. She's doing amazing. They've got a whole group where she's from that they're doing, I think in Georgia. But and then Michelle Culpepper earned her LOD badge. Of course she did. She's around, she's in everything. So congratulations to all of you. That's fantastic. Congratulations, everybody.
Yep, she wins everything. Good job. Good job.
Yeah. Yep. Awesome.
Outstanding. All right. No, since the questions have slowed down, I'm going to teach a lesson or at least talk about some stuff. Are y'all ready? Did anybody bring a hand mirror with them?
You stole mine, so
I got yours.
you got mine.
You told on me. I wasn't prepared. Y'all brought a
You
hand
got one around here somewhere. You just can't. You
right?
can't.
You broke all yours. You're like me. You look in them and they break. No, I'm just kidding. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful brother. You're a beautiful brother. Has everybody got their hand mirror? Or at least in your mind's eye, you can visualize your hand mirror. All right, I'm going to ask some questions, and those of you that will engage with me, even as it relates to typing an answer, you'll see that you'll get more out of the class. Anytime we get physically involved in these sessions, it'll sink in deeper. Okay. So I have a series of questions after I read a verse, James 1:25. James chapter 1, verse 25. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continue therein. By the way, what does liberty mean? What does liberty mean? Free, freedom. Now remember, until Jesus came, they were under the law, and then a lot of them chose to remain under the law. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of freedom and continues therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed indeed. Some scripture goes on to say that a hearer of the word who is not a doer of the word is like a person who has beheld their face in a glass, and when they go away, they forget what manner of person they are. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want to be your fellow servant here today. I want you to go into the little vineyard with me and go to work. And let's do some work on ourselves, me included. I want you to think deeply, but don't take a long time to answer. Answer from the abundance of the heart. we do all know that people that decide that want to lose weight overall struggle to lose weight. We can talk about the addictive nature of sugar and starch. We can talk about a lack of self-discipline, a lack of faith. We can talk about a lot of things. We know that overall, people that want to lose weight struggle to lose weight. We know when we talk to them, even if we reflect back on when we've talked about the struggle, we usually can find some reason. At first, we make excuses of we don't have support. We don't have the money. We don't have the time. We make those kinds of excuses. The program doesn't work for me. Those kinds of excuses. Later, when that isn't working anymore, we start saying, well, genetically, I can't lose weight, or I have thyroid issues, or I have physical limitations that prevent me from losing weight. Have any of you ever felt, let's have honesty and true confessions will be good for our soul. Once you get past the stupid excuses, yes, that's what they are. Once we get past the stupid excuses that are just ignorant, I don't have money, I don't have time. You don't need money to do this. It doesn't take any more time than you're already spending. So those are just, those are throwaway. That allows us to look in that mirror and feel good about our excuses. But sometimes we feel our body isn't working for us, or the program isn't working. I'm doing my best, but the pounds aren't coming off. I'm going through this bear with me, and I think the Holy Spirit will pull out of me where I feel like the Holy Spirit's wanting to go. We do this, and we get it in our mind. My body isn't working like Angela's body. My body isn't working like Sandy Gregg's body. I'm just not doing as well as them. I'm doing good. I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but my body's just not cooperating. You're focused on the outcome. You know, you did it, you tried hard, and then the next day you get on the scales and it shows 1/4 pound down and you get discouraged. My body's just not, you wanted that outcome. You did what you did for a reward. You in your mind and heart, you sacrificed. You gave up foods that you were entitled to so that you could lose weight. And then you expected that sacrifice. Please stay with me. You expected that sacrifice to result in an outcome of more weight loss than that. Your body's just not working for you. Has anybody felt in the past that, my body's just not working for me? I'm not able to lose the weight. I have slow metabolism. Or maybe you even feel the program doesn't work. This program just doesn't work for me. Has that happened? Any of that. Doesn't have to be one of those things or all of those things, but one of those things. So when you look in the mirror, you're looking in the mirror, your bathroom mirror, you see yourself. Are you right now, as of this morning, are you happy with what you see in that mirror? I'm going to ask you a series of questions to get you to thinking. We're going to do some wellness coaching that you will not be able to unhear, that you will not be able to unsee. So some people are not, some people are. We'll come back to Teresa because she's happy with what she sees. And I think she'll say amen here in a moment. Have any of you, being honest, have you ever had this thought? It might not have been your thought. It may have been the enemy's thought and you know better, But has anybody had the thought, Shibboleth works for people, but it's just not working for me? Or have you thought it works for other people, but I have issues that are physical that prevent me from losing as fast as them? How many of you thought the weight loss for me is slow? I'm happy for people that the weight loss is fast, but for me, it's slow. Now, I have another question for you. Let's say that we took 12 weeks and you had decided to change your life and lose the weight, and you were going to do your best for 12 weeks. You're going to do your best for 12 weeks, and you were going to go at it alone, and you were determined, and you knew you were going to do your best for 12 weeks. Do you think that you would reach your goal if you did your best for 12 weeks? Or do you think it would be a struggle for you to do it? If you've reached a plateau right now, y'all are saying, yes, if I did it 12 weeks, I know I could be successful. Let's say that you've hit a plateau and you feel like this isn't working for me. My body's not cooperating. Here's a question I want to ask you. April said it would be a struggle. I want to ask you this. I want to ask you, those of you that know me, if I could do this, if I could fly into your body and possess you, right? What if I could, Travis Martin, what if I flew in your body and for 12 weeks, you had no choice? I was in your mind and in your body. I just took over. And for 12 weeks, I, through you, ate what foods that you love, but I combined them. I was disciplined about it. I portioned them. Do you believe that in 12 weeks that you would eat delicious foods that you love and that you would feel better than ever in 12 weeks and that you would lose amazing amounts of weight with my help? If I could be in your mind and in your body and actually, and if you tried to pick something up like a Twinkie, I knocked it out, said, no, we're doing this. And then I gave you a good, something that was wholesome and said, try this. And you went, that's good. Right. It's good. It's better. You actually feel better. There's not a soul here that knows me. You love me like that, and I love you like that. There's not a soul here that knows me and believes that I wouldn't have better results inside their mind and body than they would if they go at it alone. Is that right or wrong, though? You just know. So if you know then that it's not your body. You know that it's not a physical limitation holding you back. Nothing would change other than I would be in your mind and I would say, no, this is what we're doing. And I would talk us into it every day instead of out of it. And I would eat delicious foods. And then I would stop. I would eat a portion. You'd be like, give me some more. And I'd be, no, we're going to wait for 6 hours and then we'll have some more. And I was in your mind and I was with you all day. You know that you would reach, you would have amazing success, radical success, right? So the problem is not with your physical body. Where's the problem? And when you hear people say, well, my body's sluggish, I want you to think, what if Travis Martin flew into them? Would their body be sluggish then for 12 weeks? No. In fact, I would lap them with their own body. I would lap them with their own body. The difference is mindset. The difference is how I live day to day. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying it's a mindset. And mindset is work. So when we make excuses like something's holding me back, what's really holding us back before we go further in our lesson? Is it our body? Our thoughts? Our mind? What's the difference in my mind and your mind? If you're struggling, some of you are not. We could use you as the example of being me, where you could help somebody. I tell people all the time, I wish I could just do it for you. It's just that easy now to me. It wasn't when I started, but it's so easy now. It's ridiculously easy to lose weight once the mindset is right. Now, it requires journaling. It requires supplementation. Yes, I do this stuff right in front of you, right? I do it right in front of you. But the thing is, I'm not just doing it in front of you. I do this off camera. But certainly I do it so you'll ask. I do it so you'll ask. I do it so you'll ask because it all works. And if I could get people to lay down their excuses, and let me say this, here's why we make excuses. We are afraid of failure. We are afraid of failure, and we don't want to be able to look in the mirror and say, thou art the man, thou art the woman, you have the power. And we're afraid. We're afraid of living our highest and best life. Spiritually, physically, financially, we're afraid. We're afraid of letting somebody down. Lisa, I don't know if Lisa's still here. Let's see. This come to my mind. Lisa is here. She's got a group that's getting ready to get together. Do you know what holds them back? I should have expounded on this, but I had just tried to talk some people into it myself before class. They're afraid of failure. They're afraid of letting somebody down, including themselves, so they don't try. If we don't try, we feel like that we're not letting anybody down. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, but at the same time, I can look in the mirror and go, well, I don't know if I would have been successful or fail because I didn't try. But here's the lesson. Has everybody got their mirror? You got your mirror? One of the things that holds people back on those days that you do your best and you lose weight, let's say that Monday you did your best and Tuesday morning you're down 4 pounds. Is that exciting enough to keep going? You had Monday and you sacrificed, and on Tuesday you were down 4 pounds. Okay. And then Tuesday you sacrificed. If y'all will stay with me, somebody's not going to be able to unhear this. If you sacrificed all day Tuesday, and then you get up on Wednesday morning and you're down 2 more pounds, not 4, but 2, is that enough to keep you going and keep you excited? Yes. Now, Wednesday, you do your best, you sacrifice, and on Thursday morning, you're down 0.5 pound more. Are you getting worried because you were only down 0.5 pound? Do you go, uh-oh, maybe it's not working like it was? And then let's say that by Friday, on Thursday, you do your best, and Friday morning, you're up 1 pound. For the week, you're down 7 pounds. And then one day you sacrifice, and Friday morning you're up 1 pound. How many of you are starting to get concerned? And then on Saturday night, you have a holiday or a holo meal. You take one day off, and out of that 7 pounds, you're up now 5 of them. How many of you thinking about quitting at that juncture? Be honest. How many of you say, what's the use? But yet you made progress. Part of it was because you were only doing this for outcomes. You were in your mind and heart, you were sacrificing for a reward. What does the Bible say about that? It says obedience is better than sacrifice. Yes? Obedience is better than sacrifice. What if we change that paradigm? What if we, instead of trying to lose weight for a reward, we feel we're sacrificing for a reward? What if we did what the Bible said and we did everything we did as an act of worship unto the Lord, eating, drinking, everything unto the Lord God, and we did it because we were being obedient regardless of the outcome? Do you think you'd have better success long term? Would you stick with it longer? I bet you'd stick to it longer because the scales wouldn't persuade you or dissuade you. Here's what we're trying to do. Everybody take their little hand mirror, and I want you to look at yourself in your hand mirror. We're losing weight in some way, some shape, some form, some fashion. We're trying to lose weight so that we can be happier. Is that right? We can come up with all kinds of reasons, but overall, we want to be happier. Yes? It doesn't even matter about how much longer we live. It's not that we're interested in. It's having more happiness in the days that we're here. Overall, we want more happiness. So take your hand mirror, and I want you to look in that mirror. I want you to look in the mirror, and I want you to be stone-faced. I don't want you to frown, and I don't want you to smile. I want you to just look in the mirror. We're going to do that for 5 seconds. We're going to just look in the mirror, no smile, no frown. Now, I want that reflection to be happy. I want to smile. Is this how I make? I'm looking in there stone-faced. Is this how I make Travis, the guy that I see in the mirror, is this how I make him smile? Watch. Can I make him smile that way? Can I go to the mirror and just grab the corners of my mouth and put a smile on my face? Can't do it. Cannot do it. It will not work. We're trying to do that with our weight loss program, regardless of which one you have chosen. Shibboleth, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, whatever. We're trying to do that with our weight loss program. Literally. The scales are the mirror in our mind. They're not a good, useful tool, really, but we treat them like that. We want that number on the scale to change. I want this reflection to change, so I'm going to go and I'm going to pull the corners of my mouth up to get a smile. Won't work. How do I get this reflection to smile back at me? How do I get that reflection to smile back? I got to smile back at it. I'm going to get out of this mirror what I put into this mirror. And that smile has to come from me first. If it doesn't come from me first, it's not going to happen here. So life, everything around you, your home life, your relationships, everything around you is like this mirror. Let's look in the mirror again. I want to change things I see, but I'm not willing to change in here first. The minute I start changing in here, the things that I see in the mirror begin to change too. I'm smiling. I'm actually smiling in there. Where did that come from? I had to do it here first. Nothing is going to change on the scales in that mirror, nothing until the things in here change. How you talk about it, how you do it, all of it. Talking yourself into it, not speaking words of frustration. If I am looking here in this mirror, watch. And all of a sudden, even though I don't know that this mirror is looking at me, and I go, life just really sucks. This is so hard. I don't have time and I don't have money and blah, blah, blah. And I don't realize it, but this mirror is casting that same reflection. I don't know how I look, but this mirror does, and it's putting that out there in the universe. So everything around me begins to be a hardship. Nothing's working, nothing's good. But if I start living the lifestyle out of obedience, I start changing how I talk, how I think, how I feel. It's hard work. But if I start doing it and I smile, even at times when I don't feel like smiling, all of a sudden it becomes more genuine too. For us to be successful and to see what we want in the mirror and around us, we have to fix what's broken on the inside first. We're not overeating because we want to be unhealthy. We're using it as a void replacement. We fill a void. We're not living our highest and happiest life. We have a void, and we use food incorrectly to fill that void and to give us momentary happiness. And in our mind, we're literally making friends with the enemy. Then we beat ourselves up after it's over like it's our fault. All of that has to change. You're never going to be successful talking yourself out of it instead of into it. You're never going to be successful feeling like you're having to sacrifice. You're never going to be successful feeling like talking to yourself and telling yourself, this is so hard, but I got to do it anyway. You'll never be successful. You're making this harder than it, you might be making this a lot harder than it has to be. Because in fact, we've already talked about that. If I could do it for you, it wouldn't be hard. It'd be easy. It'd be fun, and boom, we'd be there. If you want things to change in here, you've got to be a hearer of the word and a doer of the word. You can't just be a hearer of it and not do it. And then you take one day at a time and you live your happiest and best life one day at a time. I know you got stuff going on that are troubling and or make losing weight more challenging, but that's never going to change. This life that we're all in, it's awesome. And part of what makes it awesome is the challenges. I promise you, we think that we want certainty in life and we don't want challenges, but I promise you that's hell. That's not heaven, that's hell. You've never sit in a dark room and contemplated darkness, no good, no evil. You've never contemplated it very long. If you think that that you think certainty and no challenges is what makes life awesome. It's right the opposite. It's the hills, the valleys, the highs, the lows, the growth that we experience when we're trying to overcome something. It's those things that make life worth living. We're not going to be able to get rid of those challenges. We're not going to be able to get rid of the Goliaths. But what we can do is become stronger people, and we can use this weight loss thing as a growth opportunity, because once you solve this, the same principles that will allow you the bulletproof shield, the same principles that allow you to be successful with this program will allow you to be successful in every other area of your life. This is an awesome opportunity for you to show yourself and the world that you're a child of God. God already knows it. You don't have to prove anything to God, but maybe you need to show yourself, I can do this. And I am going to believe in it before it happens. When I look in the mirror right now, I don't see what I want to see. So I'm going to change some stuff in here, and in 12 weeks, I'll see what I want to see. And it starts from day one. Regardless of what the scales say, if you're following the Shibboleth shield, you're getting better every single day. With every ounce of fat you lose, you're getting healthier. So smile today. Smile in here and smile in here. And I'll try to do it with you too. And then things we look at will begin to change and transform as well. Any questions or comments? Anybody at all? Thank you, Bryant. Good to have you. I'm going to smile. We get out of this thing called life what we put into this thing called life. And I'm 52 years old. I'll soon be 53. And I'm still learning. Still learning. Do y'all know who my I've had a lot of enemies since I started the weight loss thing. Had quite a few enemies. Do you know who my greatest one has been? Hey, Aaliyah. Myself. No telling where Sasha and I would be today if I stopped sacrificing and just started being obedient. Obedient to what? What should I be obedient to? Rules and laws? That's not what I read earlier. I should be obedient to what makes me happy. Now, I know some are going to say that's a heresy, but stay with me. Every day I can do that makes me happy. Be obedient to what makes me happy. Here's what I found. Well, Brother Travis, Mexican chips and cheese dip make me happy. Then go be obedient to that. However, after you're done consuming them, ask yourself if you're still happy. Godly happy, godly joy is when you're happy before you do it, while you're doing it, and after you've done it, right? Some of you seasoned Christians should say amen there. The Bible says to try the spirits and see if they're good or bad. They don't tell you that a lot because they don't want you to leave the church. You might do something wrong, leave the church. The Bible says try the spirits. See if they make you happy. See if they make you sad. When you go to a Mexican, if your heart is calling you to go binge eat some chips and cheese dip while you're overweight, go do it. Make yourself happy. We've got a teacher called Solid Gold. Solid Gold says, pleasure, pleasure. But follow the success principles, and then after you've binge eaten the chips and the cheese dip, I want you could go back now in your mind and remember, I want you to ask yourself, am I still happy? am I still happy after I've binge ate them? How many of you binge eaten chips and cheese dip and you're really not happy after that's over? It's terrible, isn't it? It's awful. But when I have a Shibboleth approved day, I'm happy, happy, happy. I don't have any regret, any guilt. So do what makes you happy. But what I want you to think about, this whole mirror example, I want you to think about, if you feel like doing this program is a sacrifice and it's hard, we have to change that. That's real to you. You believe that. It's real. And you will keep acting on that. We have to somehow make real in your mind and heart that it's easy to do this, so that it's not a sacrifice, and rather you're being obedient to your happiness and your joy. Am I making sense to anybody today? You will not do this program for very long if it's not making you happy. Well, Travis, I'm probably never going to do it. Maybe you should become somebody new. Maybe you should, the Bible says, I'm going to give Jacob a new name. He gave Abraham a new name. He gave all of them that had conversions new name. Maybe it's time for the old you to go away and for you to start life new, fresh, excited. It's easy. Sasha and I keep thinking about this group that we're trying to start called Faithfully Fit, for folks that really want to transform mind, body, soul, spirit. And the main emphasis of the conversation is, how do we keep people out of that group? We have enough groups where they can go. How do we keep people out of that group that really doesn't want to be happy? Because it'll rotten the whole group. We still want to help those people, but we can't ever we'll tell people, this is what we're doing. We're going to be excited about getting our lives back. This is a group to support the excited people. Within a day or two, you got the negativity. Boom, boom, boom. We've got the people immediately. It ain't working. I'm so upset. I'm so frustrated. That mindset is never going to get you to your happy weight. It's never going to help you be a happier person. We're so conditioned to find something wrong. I got my hand up, me too. We're so conditioned to find something wrong instead of find something right. But if we would get up today and find stuff that's right and move towards that. Again, right being happiness, being happy, being happy. This program will make you happier. You'll feel more confident. You'll feel more in control. You'll feel more powerful. You'll enjoy the taste of food better. You'll feel better all the time. If that's not happiness, I don't know what is. So it's just really, I'll hush, but it's really just thinking it all through in a more deep way. And by the way, you can't do that without a prayer closet. You can't do that without time alone with just you and God to look in the mirror and smile. So today, I'm going to turn it over to Sasha. Today's the day of your salvation. What will you choose? Will you choose happiness, or will you continue to choose pain? If you continue to choose pain, I want you to ask yourself why. Why am I choosing pain? Why? A couple of things before I turn it over to Sasha. We've got close to 1,000 people that want the book. I haven't replied to every email, but we've got your email. I also want those of you who today you heard the message and you're going to decide that you want to be faithfully fit and that you want to change and that you want to have with Sasha and I a 40-day positivity challenge, I want you to send me an email. And then when we get the group started, we'll give you a personal invite. Faithfully Fit. You can send me that email at travisjack777@gmail.com. Travis, I'm ready to give myself a new name. Allow God to give me a new name. And I'm ready to put away negativity. I'm ready to work on it with you and Sasha. I'm ready to put away any thoughts of limitation. And I'm ready to speak powerfully and positively every single day, making no excuses. I'd like to hear from you. Let's travel with a group of excited, positive, powerful people willing to work on themselves. And then if we accidentally say something that's the old us, let's laugh in the group and say, hate it when that happens. I realize I'm being negative. I'm going to get back on the pot. We just want it because it's habit. It's just habit. But our awareness that, hey, we have a tendency to speak negatively and powerlessly, that's the kind of group Faithfully Fit's going to be. Excited people, ready to, yeah, ready to claim the victory. Claim victory. All right, Sasha, did you have something on your heart?
I don't know how we're going to all manage when you step away from these classes. If you can ever do it, that's pretty amazing. And I don't really what just kept happening in my mind was thinking about my grandmother, who is 96 and who is always, no matter what has gone on in her life, she has always just had a positive attitude. She's had one of her children that had died. She had her husband who had been mentally, who was dangerous mentally, had PTSD from war times. She's had, 7 children and pretty much was a single parent because of that. And just because of the things that I know she's gone through in her life, everywhere that she goes, she has always had such a positive outlook. And it's just something that our family just really is blessed with, because she had us all together to talk, before as she is dying, she said, I just want you all to know that you just if there's one thing that I could share with you, it's just to love people and not judge people. And she's a very strong Catholic woman, and her attitude, everywhere that she goes, I know that there will be a lot of people that are saddened by her. She's gotten the whole neighborhood rallies around her. She's just very, very positive. And no matter what is going on with her, she's looking for, that positive attitude. And so it's changed. It's made her, she says, we say, how have you lived so long and so healthy? And cause she has been really healthy. It's just old age that's got her going now. And, but she said, it's just positive, just positive attitude towards herself and towards other people. And so it's just, that's a tough thing to do all the time. So, and I know with Travis, he'll get ill at me because I'll try to find a silver lining. And there's got to be a silver lining here somewhere. There's got to be a lesson or a silver lining or something. And it's hard to stay in that mindset, but it's really not. If you talk to yourself, and you, even the things that I was trying really hard today to avoid, just snacking, mindlessly, and asking myself, what do I really need? What do I really need? Am I hungry right now? Or what am I really looking for? I got myself a big old thing of water. Thank you, Sandra Davenport, for sending us these. I got a big old thing of water. I'm trying to, concentrate. What is it that I need at that moment? And I like what, I think Lisa said about, she started writing things down and writing in her Bible, and when she felt like she needed something else. I think it's really important to start to think about what it is you're needing. Do you really need that? And tell that, like Travis said, somebody else said, Travis said, say no to it. And I said, speak it out loud, say no. And you're not going to control me. I had somebody else on chat, I think this weekend, and she said, I am so ready to get control back of my life because of food. And I was like, yes, that is exactly what it is, because that really gives you, it seems like it's a silly thing, but it's not a silly, it's a real thing, and it can really get you. And so just being strong and knowing that you have that ability, and using it, and just not letting it control you, because it really is easy to say, well, that's silly, but then just mindlessly do stuff. And so talking to yourself positively, and it's really important. And just to talk to yourself, period. Ask yourself questions, make yourself think about what's, why, and what do you really need it, and put it's. So anyway, I'm just listening to him to talk about that this morning just really made me really feel very blessed with who I've had in my life to show that example. So thank y'all so much, and thank you, Cheryl and Lisa and Vicki. Thank y'all very much. It was she's a special lady. So thank you, Travis.
Thank you. And Sharon, no, the coach mode meals are not the best. They are fine though. They're simple, quick, easy. They work great for weight loss. The very best meals for weight loss are anything from the red column and -2, -3 meal replacements. -2, -3 real meal replacements. Along with any whole food combination from the red column, while consuming them while following the Shibboleth shield, and while exercising with a minimum of 10,000 steps. That's the fastest way to lose weight. How many of y'all, if Sasha and I had downloadable ebooks based upon each combination that's in the Shibboleth? So for example, where it says 7+2 plus MCT, if we had an ebook of maybe 200 different meal ideas with just that combination, would that be something that y'all would pay for to download, like $10 or something like that? Help us raise money for Shibboleth? See, Sasha, I told you. Now we got to figure out.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yep. You did. After I told you, you did. No, we have debates about that all the time. And I think we have a lot there's a lot that there's just so much you could expound upon over and over and over again. So I know I live with you. I never get tired of listening to it, hearing it. So I always learn something new. So
there's just endless meal variety and ideas. And I think you would agree, Joni, Tammy, you, me, if we had to come up with just one excuse that people don't do the program, if we had to come up with one out of all, I think we would say they go, I don't know what to eat. That's probably the number one I hear out of all of them. I don't know what to do. And the thing is, it's so easy. And I know that down in their heart, they know what to do. But convincing somebody they know what to do that says they don't know what to do, it's hard to do. But if you say, well, here's 200 different meals, I know you can find 4 or 5 that you like. Maybe that would help.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? Any other questions or comments or anything? I'm glad you shared about your nanny, and she's a strong woman, full of love.
She is.
Any closing questions or comments? I will show you real quick, just as a reminder, we love you. We need you. I believe I'm in the right account here. We've tried to make sharing Shibboleth easier than ever. You can earn eStore credit, or if you're an influencer and you're trained or coming to trainings, I should say. I think I'm in the wrong one after all. All right, let me get in the right one. I have so many accounts, I don't know if I'm coming or going.
I gotta go get the delivery coming in. Bye, y'all. Have a great Monday.
So you go to your journal and then you go to referrals, and then you'll see influencer. And then you'll start seeing, we're going to start adding the training videos, the campaigns, all of that stuff. Here you will see all of your referral links. And I'll soon put videos to talk about what those referral links are for. But you have one where they can join for free and take Fast Track for free. You have the full program here. And then if you privately are working with somebody that's having financial hardship and that's their only holdback, you can use this link and they can pay what makes them feel good. So we've now got this here. Now we got to work on adding more to it, and that's what we're doing. But you can copy and paste these, and you get credit for referring that person. By sharing Shibboleth, you help save lives and you keep us going for you. You know, we have to figure out how to keep going for you too. So please share Shibboleth. Thank you for all that you do in sharing. All right. Everybody satisfied? All right. We'll see you next time. I hope y'all had a good class, a good day. Have a good day. Have a perfect day. Let us hear from you on Facebook. Let us know when something's going right. We love to see the results and the success. Lisa says on the activity summary that are coming to us, can we copy and paste those using our links? I don't know if I know what we're talking about. Activity summary. That may have been a Sasha question. She may be working on something, Lisa, that she hasn't shown me. I'm gonna wait so I don't answer that wrong. Hold that question for when she's with us, and we'll try to figure out what she's doing. God bless y'all. We'll see you soon.